Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. This week I will start a new topic. But it has a lot to do with what is happening and the issues I have been talking about in the last few days. I'm going to talk a little more about the soul. A while ago, I mentioned to you that souls are created with basic divine consciousness, for their survival and evolution. So, in the same way that each cell in your body knows what to do to stay alive and what function it has within your body, the soul is also created in this way. The difference between a soul and a physical garment, for a cell, is that it does not multiply to make its way. No, that at some point, it will multiply, to generate new fractals, but I haven't reached that point yet. The soul is created as an object, I'm going to say object, to make it easier for you to understand, as an entire object. So it is born ready, it does not multiply or expand, to start acting. So each orb, each planet, each location, has its internal production of souls. Why? Because the souls there are created for that environment. For example, you here on planet Earth have temperatures that are pleasant for you. In some parts of the planet, the temperatures are even colder, but you have a range of temperatures here, in which each human outfit adapts to one of these types of temperatures. But the soul created here on this planet is already ready to withstand this entire range of temperatures. So it is a soul that is ready to withstand -50, +50, for example, degrees Celsius. Then the soul adapts to the environment where it will wear the clothes. Some planets for you are extremely icy, even you see the surface of the planet as pure ice. The further away your galaxy is from the Sun, the colder the planets become, because the Sun's heat doesn't reach as far. So you assume that no soul lives there. And you are totally wrong. The souls that are created there are created to receive that environment. Then each soul is created within its orb. So let's make a distinction right at the beginning. I'm talking about incarnatable souls here, I'm not talking about energy. I don't have a soul. Did you understand? I am a bundle of conscious energy. I have consciousness, powers, and gifts. I don't incarnate, so I don't have a soul. Souls are prepared to incarnate. Why? Because they have to start their journey from below. No soul is born in a higher dimension. She is born in dimension 0, let's put it that way. And set foot first in the first dimension of each orb. This is common throughout the universe as the soul evolves, then yes, it takes on characteristics of light, of a being of light, no longer having the need for incarnations. But that is also another story. So each soul is created for the environment where it will live, she is fully adapted to that orb where she was created. So you can understand that on this planet Earth, there is a factory of souls. And I can tell you that this factory is currently closed, because there is a limitation, there is a balance. There is no point in filling the planet and taking it out of balance. Think about yourselves. You populated planet Earth and have already taken its balance away. Imagine if you were more. Very good. So the soul is created with the instinct of evolution. She knows she has to go through all those steps, to evolve, to survive. So let it be very clear in the minds of each of you, souls are prepared for their own planets and orbs. This does not mean that a soul cannot live elsewhere. This is also a topic for tomorrow. Then the soul is created, it enters the first dimension and all the challenges it has to go through to learn to survive, it goes through. It's a walk, literally, where with each step the soul takes, a new challenge appears. There is no perfect world for any soul. Because if that were the case, there would be no evolution, the soul would not have that natural instinct to overcome challenges, to move forward, to want to grow, to want to improve. So souls are led to challenges all the time, and in this way the consciousness of the soul is created. I've already said it here, some souls really have that drive to overcome the challenge. And others simply give up, leaving it for later. Later she may even go through the challenge again, because it will come back, and this time she will be able to move forward, try to overcome the challenge or simply reject it again. That's what we call lessons. So every time a challenge appears and you don't face it, you may even throw it aside and forget about it, but one day it will come back. Because that walk, that challenge, was a step that you would climb. And since you didn't do it, you continue at that level, you don't go up. So, from a young age, the soul chooses what it wants to be. You can call this free will, why not? She is aware of whether she is going forward or not, she doesn't want to try. She prefers to stay where she is. So that's why you realize that there is a big difference between yourselves. This same example that I am giving of a beginner soul, he will start to accumulate small tests, in his book of the journey, in that Akasha. So each challenge that the soul is proposed and passes, it goes to the Akasha, the soul overcame challenge A. That other one that didn't overcome, also goes, the soul didn't overcome challenge A. That first soul, will be presented to the Akasha. Challenge B. As for that other one, it may even be presented with new challenges, because it's not like a doll that keeps hitting the wall without being able to get out. No, she continues her journey and new challenges have appeared. She may even go on to challenge B, but her Akasha says she didn't pass A. So, there are many challenges ahead, at the same level. You have levels of learning to reach during your lives, in which certain set of challenges that are presented, if they are overcome, you take a leap, within your own dimension. So let's say like this, that you have 10 levels within the same dimension. And each level has thousands of challenges, and you complete them one by one, or not. So those souls who already have the instinct to overcome challenges, to always like to be challenged, they create that power within them, of confidence, of certainty, that she is always capable of overcoming anything. And she manages to make leaps in her journey, and increases her level. It's that same video game that you have, where at each level there are several obstacles, when you get them all, you level up. It's the same idea. So that soul that is always lazy, doesn't really like to push, doesn't really like to overcome itself, I would tell you that it will stay at that level for a long time. But it is a choice of the soul. Let's talk about choices here. So let's get you all earthly souls in. I'm not making any distinction here, whether they are souls from planet Earth or souls from outside. Earthly souls that are on planet Earth right now. I will divide it into two groups, the souls of planet Earth. Very good. Souls that passed through the first, the second dimension. They are all now in Tercera. There is no one else with fractals below Tercera. Very good. Tomorrow I will talk about fractals, not today. So, in this way, let's think about the following: are all the souls here in Tercera on the same level? You have those extremely intelligent souls, because from a very early age you were led to challenges, you were led to overcome challenges, you were encouraged to move forward, you were encouraged to fend for yourself. And these souls evolve, they complete all those challenges and move up in level. I'm talking here about souls who follow the path of light. I'm not talking about financial situation, I'm talking about way of life, habits, intelligence. There's that soul that has always been a soul that drags itself along, that doesn't like to do anything. And then here I'm going to make a small stop. What happens to these souls? If left to her, that soul will never leave the place, because she doesn't like challenges, she doesn't want to have to do anything, she is very well where she is. So it is a soul that, if nothing is done, will remain in the first dimension eternally. Because she won't move forward on her own, it's her decision, she doesn't like it. So God the Father or Mother, with His infinite wisdom, does not allow souls to stagnate. They can even park for a certain amount of time, but from then on, a red light comes on, that soul over there needs help. Then another soul will arrive, approach her and help her to rise, to reach higher levels. It is only in this way that the soul can evolve, with help, because it cannot do so alone. And now I'm going to bring this into your lives. Many of you often say, you were an angel who appeared in my life, because after you I took a leap. Many of you have already been through this. That's exactly it. The universe conspires, so that a soul enters your path and helps you on your journey, towards your evolution. Because you wouldn't be able to do it alone. So this is how souls also get a little push to move forward, to evolve. But even so, there are those who, even with this little push, choose, no, I'm fine here, I don't want to leave. So it is those souls who are the least developed on your journey. They are those who do not improve, on the contrary, they do not love themselves, and will go through all sorts of difficulties, which is what attracts them. Because they believe that their world is only poverty, sadness, pain, suffering. It's just what they will attract, and there's no point in anyone coming along, it'll help you. No, no, I don't want help. This is my destiny and that's it. That soul will remain there until it disembodies that outfit.